I've always felt that Florida Air lives in about a 70% perfection zone. So we needed something that was consistent, would do the same thing every time. So when we started working on this, we've overcome an awful lot of the problems the other tools have. It does the same thing every time, so it's really user-friendly. And it takes us from that 70% range for seaming, along with a couple of other tools, to the high 90s. Not once in a while, but every time. It doesn't matter if the carpet is skewed, it doesn't matter. You get perfect seams. So we'll show you the team. It's part of the Pro Stretch carpet installation system. We've been putting these tools together for a while, and I think we've got a pretty good team. The Butt Buddy, the Thermasealer. It's a must. It's an absolute must. It will give you the support you need on that seam. Okay, then we're going to come to the Kool Glide. Absolutely a fantastic tool. It gives you all the time in the world. You can do fantastic things with this tool. Then we've added a set of seam squeezers. It just helps you to set that seam, squeeze it in tight. It's invisible. Because, like I say, the Butt Buddy cuts on an angle. This edge protects the carpet, the pile you want, and the blade slides in from underneath and cuts that right close to the root on an angle. So when you put these back together, you have actually got a ramp. When you seam squeeze these, you've actually got a ramp to work with. And it just folds right in, and once they're thermosealed, that will never come apart. You'll never lose any pile. We'll take you to an on-site job, and we'll show you how the seam squeezer works on skewed carpets. The whole system. It just works so slick. Holy smokes, look at this, Jim. Okay, we'll show it after we get it done. As we're doing it, I have to put in a plug for the Kool Glide because our trade, there's been very, very little innovation over the years. Hardly anything at all. Most tools are reinvented about every 2 years. And that's what we have to work with. So when this Kool Glide came out, it's a fantastic tool. On skewed material, so much off center, where they say the mills say they're allowed 1.5 inches in 10 feet, and we should be able to fix it. Well, with the old system, it's almost impossible to do. So that puts us back into the 70% perfection range again. Now, here's the feet. Huh? The feet or the defeat. The next thing that we've added is a seam squeezer. We like to run 3 of these to a set. And if you're skewed, with this you can tag it. You can tag it here. And if you've got a large opening where it's skewed, just put the squeezers on, and you can pull them right back into place. And you can peak them a little bit if you like. Put the Kool Glide on, tag it, it's gone. It's just a sweet system. Now you add the Kool Glide, and you've got all the time in the world to do whatever you have to do. Add the seam squeezers now, and you've got perfect seams. You're in the high 90s every time. There's one other thing I should mention, and I don't have a piece here, but it's seam boards. We seam on seam boards all the time. Because if you get, especially in a plush, you've seen that where you can brush across it, you can see the seam. The seam is almost invisible for all intents and purposes until you brush across against the grain and the seam opens up. That's usually because one side is just a little higher than the other. When you brush it straight, it disappears. When you brush across it, there it is. And with the seam boards, there's no problem. Now you've got a flat surface to work on. You can put all the pressure you want, and it will be the same height both sides. For the ProStretch installation system, these are 3 winners. Your seaming now is next to perfect, with very, very little effort.